We spend so much time trying to get it right in bed, but what if the real key to better sex isn't doing more, it's doing less? I'm going to show you a practice that strips away performance, pressure, and expectations so you can rediscover or perhaps experience for the first time how safe and connected sex can feel. This exercise is called Sensate Focus. So whether you're navigating ED or pain with sex or difficulty orgasming, or maybe it's been a while since you've had sex and you feel awkward starting up again, or perhaps you're repairing from a rupture in the relationship and trying to find each other again, Sensate Focus can really be a game changer for these issues. And today I'm going to walk you through exactly how to do it. Before we do though, hey there, I'm Lauren Consul. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist and certified sex therapist here to help you have more satisfying and secure sex and relationships. Let's start off with what is Sensate Focus in a very abbreviated version. Essentially, it is a series of guided touch exercises that are designed to help partners really shift out of pressure and anxiety and goal-driven sex and into more presence, sensation, and connection. And it can be used for a variety of reasons. Because it's really not about performance when you're doing Sensate Focus. It's really not even about pleasure. It's really more learning about how to experience touch mindfully, curiously, safely, and without rushing towards a finish line. Before we get into the exact steps of how to do it, let's talk about some key principles. First and foremost is there is no pressure, there are no goals, and there are no expectations. You are not aiming for orgasm or arousal. You are aiming just to be present and notice what you feel right now in the moment. Now, it is okay if arousal happens. Bodies are going to do what bodies are going to do, but it's not the goal and it should not be acted on. Next, sex is off the table. Even if you both feel aroused, do not turn this into sex. Sensate Focus should be separated from sex sessions. And this boundary itself helps build trust and safety because when you honor a boundary, it helps you build safety and trust in the future that if you set a boundary, that it will be honored, which helps you relax more and be present because you trust that that boundary that you've set will be upheld. This also teaches you both that physical intimacy doesn't always have to lead a particular place, that you guys can explore and be present and enjoy that moment without trying to get somewhere. Another key principle is that the touch is for you, not your partner. And this can be hard for people to kind of grasp because so often when we're touching our partners, it's about how do I please them? How do I make it okay for them? And when you are the one touching in Sensate Focus, you're really focusing on what you feel, what sensations you're experiencing by touching your partner. And it's not worrying so much about what your partner wants or likes. That's not the point. Now, we're not doing things that your partner is not consenting to or has told you stop or I don't like it. That obviously is not the point here because that wouldn't feel safe. It's about how does it feel to touch my partner here? What does that part of their skin feel like? What's it like if I go faster or slower with more pressure or less pressure? It's really about staying grounded in your own sensations while being connected with your partner. Another key point is staying present, using all of your senses, noticing the temperature, texture, or pressure of the touch that you're giving or receiving, and letting the sensations really unfold without trying to change or enhance them. You are just experiencing them for what they are in the moment. Lastly, and this is really important, this isn't a one and done exercise. This is a practice and one that builds on itself over time. You can go slow and adapt it to your needs, which is why I love this practice because you can adapt it to what you need. And you can take steps that match your comfort level and goals, and I will share with you how to tailor it along the way. Now we're getting closer into the steps, but there's a few things that you need to do to prepare to really set yourselves up for success. Whenever you do this exercise, you want to set aside at least 30 to 60 minutes of uninterrupted time and where you're not rushing to something right after, because you really want enough time to relax into it and focus. And especially the first couple of times you do it, it can feel a little awkward for some partners, and you really want time to allow that awkwardness to pass and to settle into presence. Next, you're going to want to choose roles. One partner is going to start as the toucher and the other as the receiver, and then you're going to swap later. So it doesn't really matter who starts first unless it impacts your comfort level. Now, I typically recommend starting with at least 15 minutes for each partner to be in each role, but this can be adjusted based on you. For example, if one or both partners have a trauma history that might get activated in this exercise, start small. You might even want to start with just 2 to 3 minutes per role. because building safety is the goal, not just checking off a box, oh, we did it for 15 minutes. So really reflect on what is going to help set us up for success. And you can always start small and add more later. That is what's much more important. You're also going to want to use a timer. So have a timer handy because this helps you stay present and contained, and you're not wondering, how long has it been? Am I supposed to stop now? How do I know if this is going to end? So using a timer helps contain that. You're like, I've set this timer. It's over there. I know it's going to go off so I can be more present. Now, if you're going to use your phone, be sure to turn on Do Not Disturb so you don't get distracted when you're going to change the timer between switching partners. You're also going to want to set up a sensual space. Now, this isn't about sex, but it is about connection. And you want to think about what is going to help create connection and safety and intimacy. So you might want to think about the lighting or what you want to listen to, or do you want to do it on the bed or the couch? Do you want to have a fan going or a heater so you're comfortable? Really anything that helps you feel relaxed and grounded. And again, you can tailor this to what makes you feel safe and comfortable. You'll also need to decide on the level of clothing that you're going to wear. You can wear clothing or go nude. Often this will change as you go along in the practice, as you build upon it. And this is going to vary a lot based on your comfortability and what's going on in your partnership. Many partners will start with some clothing on, and this might be them in their underwear or a sports bra or a swimsuit. But again, this can be tailored. So if you are really, I don't feel comfortable wearing my underwear, you can start with light, thin clothing if that helps you feel more safe, or if you're ready to go nude from the beginning, you can do that. You'll also want to make a communication plan. So how to decide if you're going to pause or stop in the middle of the exercise. Now, verbal communication is great, but for many partners, that's difficult. So you might want to just use a hand signal or a keyword like pause, slow down. And this is another area that you can really tailor to your needs. Some partners want to work on communication, getting more comfortable with that. So you can plan to communicate about what sensations feel like or in naming what emotions are coming up. And you can do this in the early stages or later stages, and you're going to understand what that means really soon. Lastly, you need to make this a priority. Put it on the calendar, and weekly is a great rhythm. And if something comes up during that scheduled time, just reschedule it. Do not abandon the practice. All right, now we're into the good stuff, the levels of Sensate focus. You have the preparation, you have the key concepts. Now, how do you actually do this? So I'm going to talk about how to move through these different levels, and these are customizable as you need. There is no right speed. You may only do a level once, or you may stay in that level for some time, adjusting and adding each time. Again, this is based on what's coming up in your partnership and what you're wanting to work on. Level 1 is non-genital, non-breast touching. So you can touch your partner anywhere except the genitals or breasts. So arms, back, legs, face, feet are all fair game. And again, focus on how it feels. And in this level, no kissing or mouth contact is allowed. Level 2 will include breasts and genitals. Again, this can be done with or without clothing on, and it's the same approach, but now you're going to include the entire body. And you want to explore all areas with equal and neutral attention. So no focusing, especially on erogenous zones, because again, this isn't about arousal or pleasure, it's about experiencing the body in the moment. This level still does not include kissing or any mouth exploration. Level 3, we're going to repeat level 2, but now you're going to experiment with introducing lotion or lubricant. And you can start the experience with the lotion, or you can introduce it partway through. You may put it on some parts of the body, but not others. Again, this is about experiencing and experimenting and noticing changes in sensations. And this again can be done with clothing on or off. And there's still no kissing or mouth exploration in this level. Level 4, you're going to add light kissing and mouth exploration. So you can repeat level 3, which includes the lotion or lubricant, or go to level 2, which does not include lotion or lubricant. But what you're adding this time is light kissing and mouth exploration. But this does not include oral sex. Again, it's not about arousal or sex. It's about exploring all parts of the body with equal curiosity. So you're adding in mouth exploration, but you are still using your hands and other things to explore your partner's body. Level 5 is mutual touching. Now, both of you are going to touch each other at the same time. And often when I see partners move into this level, they may go back and add some old elements in, meaning they may start wearing clothing again, even though they were nude in level 4, because now this mutual touching is creating some new vulnerabilities, some new experiencing that they want to add some safety to. Or maybe they'll keep nude, but they will remove allowing genitals and breasts to be touched in the beginning. Again, this is about your comfort level and what you are working on and what's going to help you create that safety and connection. You can, in this level, still add like kissing and mouth exploration, but still no oral sex or intercourse. Level 6, and this is an optional level, is sensual intercourse. And this is only if and when both partners are really feeling ready to add in sensual intercourse. When I say sensual intercourse, what I'm trying to say is that this is not, quote, regular intercourse. There's no goal of orgasm or performance. It's really about still staying present. So you want to stay slow, shallow, and exploratory. So you may want to even start with oral sex and wait to introduce penetration, or form it however is going to be helpful for you. But again, it's not about reaching orgasm. It's about exploring in the moment and connecting in sensations in a new way. So really focus on warmth, connection, sensation, not climax. And that's it. Now you know how to do Sensate Focus and customize it to you. And you can see, I hope, how much you can tailor it to your own needs and what's going on in your partnership based on your needs and areas for growth. It is an incredible tool that really can create safety and connection through sensation instead of expectation. I encourage you to let it be imperfect, be patient, and really stay curious. And if you need support along the way, a trained sex therapist can really help guide you in this process and understanding it and deepening it if you need. But it is also something you can do on your own if you feel like it is helpful for you guys where you're at. I would love to know what questions you have about Sensate Focus in the comments below. And if you want more content like this, be sure to follow along. I'm Lauren, and I'm here to help you have more satisfying and secure sex and relationships.